Oh my gosh, what I woke up to this morning. And I know I'm doing another video blog. I might be getting too dependent on it, but I could spend all day typing, or I could hurry up and talk for like 10-20 minutes and then go back to work, because I have been sick. I have been really, really sick. You may recall from my last video I was coming down with it, and I got really sick. Yay, spring! And while I was sick, I have been fighting Createspace to get book 1 of The Heavenly Bride transferred to their services, because I chose a cheaper option of publication with Lulu, where I've been having things, and because of the cheaper option, they refuse to distribute. Apparently, you have to choose expensive options to have distribution, which I find incredibly insane. Createspace has been giving me a serious runaround. They first off, it was my fault. I had the interior file the wrong size. The second time, they said that blank pages had material extending into the gutter. And then they told me, oh, well, they couldn't print the book because the inside gutter had to be 0.3 inches. All of my margins were 0.3 with a further gutter mark of 0.25. So I upped the gutter to 0.3 and then 0.35 on another page. Then they told me that no, that was wrong. Their requirements required that the book be 0.5 inches of a margin, even though these are all full bleed pages. Understand, 118 pages of just full bleed images, and they're nitpicking 2 blank pages, the copyright page and a title page. So I decided to get past that, and I did the whole book as pictures, even though I didn't want to, because in my opinion that lowered quality. And they have this online tool where you can actually see what it's going to look like when it's printed, and I went through every single page, tweaking. It took me all day, running on 100 and something fever, and made sure that what I wanted in the safe area was in the safe area, and what I wanted in the bleed and trim was in the bleed and trim. Okay? I am the author. I am the publisher. They are just responsible for printing the stupid thing. I know what I want for quality. I submitted again. And they rejected it again last night. This time they only said, well, the margin needs to be bigger. No numbers. And in the meantime, I'm emailing their excuse for customer support, and I'm told things like, oh, well, you know, the gutter on these blank pages, and it was very clear that they aren't even opening the book and looking at it, because if they were, they would see what I see. They aren't even really paying attention to my emails, because I was attaching screenshots with like diagrams explaining that, hey, look, comic books are built this way, and this is how comic books do, and this might surprise you, but I want that woman's hair to go off the page and cut off. And I mean, you would think I, as the person that assembled the damn book, would know what I want. So I asked to speak with a supervisor, and customer through this told me that they couldn't let me speak with a supervisor. They didn't have a direct line. And I haven't even had like a consistent customer service experience. It's been a different person every email, and they always kind of reboot it. Oh, well, I'm going to help you today, but I see that you've resubmitted your file, so let's just wait and see what happens. And so I finally filed a formal complaint with the BBB last night over their customer service practices and their inability to be consistent with their requirements. It is very obvious that they're just flat out picking on my book, and their team probably has never picked up a comic book and read it in their entire lives, and don't know, you know, they've probably, I mean, you know, I don't know, I'm being mean when I say this, but they probably don't even know what a museum looks like. So I've been researching alternative ways to get out, and one of them is I am looking at Lightning Source Ingram, but I'm very leery about that, because to do that I would first have to raise something like $200, because of I'd have to buy my own ISBN and pay setup fees. And there's like 2 ways I can go. I could just go ahead and become a full-fledged publisher, which fate seems to be pushing me towards. But that would require a lot more funds than I've got at this time. or because, you know, paying for printing costs and book returns and things. And then there's Ingram Sparks, which is made for authors, which I read doesn't exactly charge you for print on demand anything, but I'm still researching it. And I have found some people claiming fraud, but that was really, really old stuff. And so I'm still looking into that, but it looks like I'm going to end up going that way. And so while fighting with this on the professional front, on my personal Facebook that I only share with family and friends, someone had posted this thing about how this, you know, this pet shop sob story from another country and how they managed to get all these animals adopted. And I posted it and used it as a commentary on the problem with the American Animal Rescue Society system and how a lot of adoptions are stopped, and the issues I personally have faced getting yelled at for rescuing kittens of all things and things like that. And this person who isn't even on my friends list, it was like a friend of a friend of a friend, took offense at my difference in opinion because, don't you know, she's worked with, you know, Cat's Angels, which means that she's around Jacksonville somewhere, and completely flamed me. And when I defended myself, got offended that I defended myself, called me uneducated and selfish, and started this flame war. And then it's, well, you stole my post. I don't know how I stole a Facebook post. Facebook has share buttons, which means that you share it. You're not actually like swiping it off their page and taking it with you. But okay, whatever, you crazy bitch. And then she's like, I'm blocking you. Oh, okay. But then today, she types this really long caustic spiel at me about why I'm wrong and saying that I don't deserve to adopt children because I don't agree with her on the animal care system in America. Fucking crazy bitch. It's like, didn't you block me? Why is your troll ass still here? So, you know, it's like, no, I know who doesn't need to adopt, and it's the person that's carrying on like a raving 12-year-old just because someone stood up for themselves. It ain't me. Okay. Go. Here's a can of butt hurt salve. Go away now. Oh my God. So I hope you guys can get as much amusement out of this idiocy as I can, because oh my God, some people are really retarded on the internet. Freaking retarded. Even the ones that, well, you know, the ones that are faking being retarded to start flame wars can't do half as well as this idiot's doing. I swear to God. But in positive news, Arc Anime Con. Arc Anime Con. I had submitted to do a Q&A panel on webcomic making. It was inspired by a conversation with a published author that I work with on making covers, and she didn't say it, but you could sense it, that she doesn't understand how hard making a webcomic is versus writing a book. And I realized that this was something really good to talk about. So I submitted for a panel at Arc Anime Con, and I got approved yesterday. So I will be doing a panel at Arc Anime Con. This will not be my first public speech. You know, I am definitely used to being in the public eye, but it will be my first actual panel. I mean, I've sat in on a panel, but this will be my first one that I'm actually leading and heading, and I'm looking forward to it. So if you're going to Arc Anime Con, I really, really hope that you come. And I'm going to try to have a nice loose format. Of course, I'm going to have note cards because I don't want to forget anything. And let's have fun. And it's pretty positive, exciting stuff, you know. Arc Anime Con is definitely starting to shape up. I may not wear my DIE shirt on Friday or my Army Wife shirt. You know, I might wear a completely different shirt, but I'll still be cosplaying as myself. Oh. So, yeah. I'm going to have exactly 3 copies of the Heavenly Bride Book 1 with me. Today, now that I'm feeling better, I'm finally going to buckle down and do the final page of Chapter 8. And I probably will do an Arc Anime Con only limited edition of Book 2 because I don't think I'm going to have Boulder drawn and finished in time, the extra side story. So I'm probably just going to have this Arc Anime only book there, which means I'll probably only have like maybe 4 or 5 copies available for Book 2. And then we will carry on with that. And then from then on, you know, it'll have Boulder in it because I'm really looking forward to having this extra story in this book. It's going to be, it's a lot of fun. And I've already flashed the art at you, which is fun because it's not by me anywhere. I do have a tissue box. It's like a tissue box. So that's pretty good. I have been cutting stickers like a madman. I have made some new designs. Actually, I can't, and I started a sticker club. I started a sticker club because I like making stickers and charms anyway. It doesn't matter if people join. I'm not in it for profit, although that would be kind of cool if I could, like, have some means that I can, like, make it where I can write full time. But, I'm going to show you art that I have done for the sticker club. This is this month's sticker of the month. Now, you can find the sticker club at Patreon. Just look for user Spear Carrier. This is this month's sticker. I know it's not colored. This is a sticker I made just because I wanted to make a sticker. And this is, I'm not used to this. This is next month's sticker. I haven't colored her yet. I'm looking forward to doing her. Woo! So, yay! It's fun. It's nice to be in a place where I can hand draw just cute stuff again, and to think about having fun again. My husband's retirement from the Army has been a long haul for us, and if it weren't for the people who have helped us out, we would be homeless right now. And for that, I have a lot of positive thank you out there. I'm still doing the GoFundMe page, but I kind of stopped updating it because things are where we're pretty much fighting on our own now. I mean, we could still use a little bit of help. For example, it would be nice to buy food. But bills are getting paid. I mean, we're still struggling with the light bill, but they're working with us. And we're still a month and a half behind on the car and the house, but we're working on it. And so, although it's still kind of dangerous levels, it's positive and a lot better. I really cannot wait for Arc Anime Con. And I really hope to see some of my readers there. Please stop by and say hello. Let me know you exist because you guys are quiet on the website. And now I'm going to go to work and say goodbye to Super Grover. Oh, Super Grover.